One of my friends, Jan, has created this tag about I guess 4 years ago now, because this is the 4th one. It's the only thing that I've been consistent on this channel, so you know, cheers to that. I will link her original video down below so you can watch it. It's such a timeless tag that I love doing it every year. I will do this till the day I die. Let's just get into it. I have notes. I have my questions here and my answers, so I came prepared. Question number 1. What was the last and first, if you remember, book you read last year? The last book I read was The Housemaid's Wedding by Frida McFadden. I gave it 2 stars. The first book that I read last year was Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, and I gave that 3 stars. I mentioned in my other video of all the books that I read last year, I felt like it would have been higher if I didn't take a lot of breaks, and you can even see it in my vlog that I posted of me reading that book. Like the very beginning when I first started it, I was obsessed. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like Divergent, this is like Hunger Games, it's giving me all the feels. And then as like I kept on stopping and then starting, you just seen like my excitement start to dwindle. If I ever do a reread of Fourth Wing, I would hope that it is higher than 3 stars, because right now Iron Flame is higher to me than Fourth Wing, and a lot of people are the other way around. So I know I'm not in the mass majority of that, but I really liked Iron Flame. But I think Fourth Wing could be a lot better if I didn't stop. Maybe whenever I do a reread of it, if I ever choose to. We'll see how it goes. The second question is, what is your first read of this year? My first read of this year is Rain by Catherine McGee. I adored the American Royal series, and I'm so happy that it came to a close. It's like bittersweet. I'm happy and sad. But I really adored those characters. It was good to end the series out for the first book of the year. If you don't know like what the whole American Royals series is about, it's basically if George Washington wasn't president, he was king, and we follow the royal family like generations down. It's so good, and it's not talked about much. It's literally one of my favorite series. Question number 3. Share 3 of your reading goals this year. I know I wrote them down. Oh, okay. So obviously, forever and always read outside my comfort zone. I did a very good job of doing that this year, and I will continue to do so. It's getting to the point where my comfort zone is changing, so I have to reevaluate what is technically outside my comfort zone and assess that way. What else did I say? Read 44 books. I've talked about this so many times, but if you don't know, my Goodreads goal is always 1 book more than what I read last year. So last year I read 43 books. This year I will read 44, maybe more, hopefully. And bring my series count down. So I want to continue reading more series and like I'm not gonna say that I'm not going to start new series, because that's like so inevitable. I will probably do it by mistake. It's okay. I'm cool with starting new series as long as I'm working on closing out some series that are completed, some series that I'm just in the middle of. Just continue working throughout different series of books. I think I'm like in the middle of 16 or 17 series, which is a lot. So we're gonna try to work on them. Question number 4. Share 3 of your most anticipated titles. I actually have been keeping track. I have this 2025 reading tracker here by Novelly Yours. I've been keeping track of like new releases as I hear about them. The ones that I'm most excited about, I'm gonna switch over to here. Out of the Woods, it's by Hannah Bone and Young, which I think, it comes out tomorrow. I read Out on a Limb. Really enjoyed it. It was 5 stars. It was amazing. So I would like to continue to read more of her work. Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I still have to read Just for the Summer. That's the only book left in that series, but apparently there's a lot of Just for the like summer characters, like the characters in that book in Say You'll Remember Me. So I will not be reading it as soon as it comes out, because I really want to read Just for the Summer around summertime. I read 2 books of her last year and really fell in love with her writing, her stories, her characters. So I want to continue that. And then Great Big Beautiful World by, I want to say Where Are You? Oh no, it's not even Great Big Beautiful World. Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. So I have some special honorable mentions. Authors I haven't read from. The Rose Bargain by Sasha Payton Smith. That comes out February 4th. Death of the author. I cannot pronounce this author, but I'm gonna place the book cover here. I don't want to butcher it, but that sounds and looks amazing. Question number 5. Which goals did you reach / not reach last year? I think I reached all the goals that I put in my January book tag from last year. I definitely made time for reading. That has definitely shown in the amount of books that I read. I've like sat down and made the time to read, and it worked, so I'm very happy about that. Also, I definitely read outside my comfort zone. I read 15 books as my Goodreads goal. Number 6. Are there new releases this year that you've heard of but don't have no desire to read? I never answered this question, and I don't think I'm going to. I don't think there's like any like hard no's, but I'm pretty much open to anything for the most part, unless an author is problematic. Then in that case, it's like, I don't ever want to like put a hard no to that. So we're gonna move along to question 7. What are some reading habits you want to change this year, if any? I feel like I did a lot of changing last year, for sure. I've definitely read more. I do want to try to read every day. I know that's not possible. If like things go on, things happen, I do want to like attempt to try to read at least something every day. Whether at least like it's 10 pages or 100, but at least I'm picking up something each day. But other than that, I don't think I want to like change any like reading habits. I think well, I did say I wanted to like start picking up more thrillers, because I realized that I've been kind of dwindling on that genre. So maybe that. Question number 8. Are there any adaptations that you're excited about? Yes. Let me just say this real quick. I'm excited for The Housemaid to be made into a movie. Sydney Sweeney's in it, which, okay. And then also Verity. And am I the only one that gets those two confused? Like, I know they're different, but in my head they're very similar and I always mix them up. And Hathaway being Verity is amazing. Okay, so I'm very excited about both of them. I don't know if they come out this year. I should have looked it up, but I know they're filming. So question number 9. Favorite bookish memory of last year? Honestly, I haven't been like super social, so usually I would say something along the lines of like, oh, I hung out with this bookish person that I met, or this person. I haven't really done that. I've kind of been to myself this past year, trying to work on changing that, obviously. I know that's not healthy for me. My answer for this is me reading 14 books in 1 month, because I'm still shocked that happened. I'm still so shocked that happened, but it's really cool, and I will forever be like, wow, if I never like get past that, that's okay. It happened one time and I'm perfectly happy with that. Question number 10. Any carryovers from last year? The Mistborn trilogy. I started the first book, was it The Final Empire? I started that. I didn't have it on audio form, and it was a book that I was going to need in audio, so I kind of put it down and I haven't picked it up. I do have it now on Audible, so I will definitely try to pick it back up sometime soon before the winter's over, because I feel like that's such a wintry book. And with that is all of the questions. I love doing this tag. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm so excited that Jan made it. I always say that, but I'm very happy that Jan made this tag. It's such a well thought out tag that is timeless, and it'll happen every single year, and I hope to be making 50 of these. And if you want to be tagged, you're tagged. Anyone can do this. But yeah, I will see all of you in my next video. Bye.